We got girls now as young as 18, 19, and 20 undergoing radical hysterectomies because of cancer of the cervix. I had a little girl come up to me, senior in high school, came right up to me. She goes, Pam, I got cervical cancer, got it in the 9th grade, which means she got the virus in the 7th or 8th. She goes, I've had all that cryosurgery, freezings of my cervix. The cancer's now spread to my uterus. They're doing a hysterectomy next week, 3 weeks before she graduated. She's being tough. She said, Pam, kids are noisy, smelly, cost a lot of money, and I don't want one. And she got a little teary that day, and she said, Pam, I'm just trying to deal with the fact that I'm going to have to tell the man I love and want to marry that if he marries me, neither will he. Is it worth this, girls? Because he said he loved you because you needed to be popular? It's worth this? Unbelievable. 2 things you need to know about HPV tonight, students. They now estimate that 67% of the students who have had sex, that's a specific group. That's not all of you. Many of you in here have never had sex. You're virgins. You can run out of here later yelling virgin. You're perfectly fine. 67% of the students who have had sex are already infected with at least one strain of HPV. That's more than 1 out of 2. And here's the biggest thing you need to hear about this. There is not a condom in the world that will protect you from HPV. I did not say it might slip, break, fall off, or you left it in the glove compartment. That's not what I said. Condoms used properly provide no protection at all from HPV. HPV is not transmitted the way HIV is. HIV, the virus that causes AIDS, requires the exchange of body fluid. We need blood, semen, or vaginal fluid exchange. Herpes and HPV are skin-contracted viruses. All it takes is skin contact anywhere in the genital area, and you're infected for life, and will infect everyone you have genital contact with after that. Let me make this clear tonight, students. It doesn't take what some of you think is sex. You know how many teenagers we've had in our clinics test positive for herpes and HPV who thought they were technically virgins? They thought they could do everything else. Because what was their big fear? What do they worry about? They're worried about getting pregnant. So I can do all this other stuff. It's not sex, Pam. It's safe. It doesn't count. I'm still a virgin. I don't have to tell people who I did that with because that's not sex. It's not acceptable to tell teens to abstain from sex if you're not going to define it. I have to define it. I am now going to give you the medical definition of sex. This is the medical line over which you can't step. And if you have ever stepped over this line, you've risked disease and you need to get tested, and don't you dare! Don't you dare tell anyone you're a virgin. We got kids running around going, I'm a virgin, I promise I am, and they're infecting each other like wildfire. Here's the line over which you can't step. Absolutely no genital contact of any kind. That's hand to genital, mouth to genital, genital to genital. Oral sex, which is mouth to genital, is sex. Hence the name oral sex. And if you have had oral sex, you are not a virgin, and don't you dare tell anyone you are. And every partner you ever have will have to know every single person you've done that with, because every STD is transmitted that way. Was that clear, students? Do y'all know what genital means? Because I get about 100 emails from students going, does that mean shaking hands? We don't usually have genital contact with people we're meeting in the hallway. Hello, nice to meet you. Here's a simple rule. If you'll both abide by this rule at all times, you're 100% safe. You can run out of here yelling virgin. Here it is. Ready? Keep your pants on. And zipped, boys.